I'm cooking Chinese chicken salad, mostly because I never have before. But after all, the whole universe is a first-time thing.
Everything is made of atoms. And then we look at the atoms. So in the 20th century, we find the atoms, they'll break down into smaller pieces. So we have elementary particles like, neutrons and protons. And then we examine these, and they break down. And then we get down to these quarks and leptons, so that they comprise everything. But now here's the amazing thing. These particles don't have volume, and they don't have position.
But they're what?
They're waves, and they're made of nothing. I mean, we say nothing because we don't know what else to say, but they're just in other words, the fundamental constituents of matter are quantum waves.
Our emptiness.
Our emptiness.
Oh, the Buddhists call it again.
Oh, but you could equally say that they're waves of divinity. They're waves of
Well,
holiness.
that's what I wondered, because one of your big things, which has always fascinated me, is what is the word of? It begins with an A.
Allurement.
Allurement. How did that escape me? But I like it so much. Brian, speak about allurement.
So then, these waves come together and they form bodies, and the bodies themselves experience this attraction. So then you can say, what's the essence of matter? The essence of matter is to live in a field of allurement, or a field of attraction. So that there's nothing more mysterious than that.
So everything is attracted to everything. I mean, yes, the moon spins around the earth spins around the sun, everything. So could we say that the entire universe is in love?
Yeah, we could.
I like that.
It's another vast idea. So we say quantum waves. What are they made of? Maybe they're made of love. Maybe they're made of holiness. I'm just saying that the scientific perspective has led to a realization that at the bottom of things is this total mystery. That is what I find so fantastic.
And it's one of the things that physicists are saying, that actually there's nothing there. I mean, it's the first time that physicists have been willing to say there's nothing there.
No, we're not willing to. We're forced to. That's the difference.
You're forced to.
The experiments force us to say this. We don't know what to make of it. And so usually what we'll do is we'll come up with some kind of explanation that'll make our students happy. So we'll say stuff like, well, it's either a particle or a wave, or maybe it's a particle that moves kind of like a wave. We're just saying things to get through the lecture. And as a matter of fact, we know that, for instance, the actual volume of your body is 0. We know that.
But it's so amazing, because it seems to me that the great spiritual traditions know that.
Yeah, there's an amazing kind of resonance.
Well, I want to know what the role of the human is in our own tradition. In other words, in the tradition of Western science, whatever you want to call it, but what we're talking about with Brian today.
One of the ways to think about where we fit in is to look at the way in which we have impacted the planet. One way is to say that we're causing a destruction that's worse than anything since the demise of the dinosaurs. Okay, so it's massive. Another way to say it is that the emergence of the human is just so overwhelming for the planet. See, the human imagination is so powerful that it covers the entire globe. And in fact, it has become the context for evolution. This is the part that I find so fascinating. For 4 billion years, Charles Darwin's theory was correct. Here's his theory, that the fundamental shaping power of the earth in life is natural selection. That's no longer true, because now the fundamental power is cultural selection, because we have permeated everything so deeply that the survival of any particular species depends on how it interacts with us.
Oof.
That's
We've
so
become
amazing.
In a certain kind of God realm.
Absolutely, like that fast. I mean, just imagine, these natural selection was shaping the planet for 3.5 billion years. And now in an instant, that's the lightning strike, it's no longer the case. Now, but the thing is, it's been done so far unconsciously. We had no idea what we were doing. But now we start to realize that our imagination is so powerful, it's actually the shaping force of evolution.